Okay, Stella by Starlight, transposing it to a different key using functional harmony. Bad idea. I mean, you have to use some functional harmony, but it's much easier to transpose if you think about in the places where the song kind of wanders around. Think about how far one chord is from the next, the bass movement. Let me explain it to you here. All right, we know this song usually in the key of B flat. The melody starts on a B flat, and right away it goes to kind of an odd chord in that key. It's not odd to me because I know that E minor 7 flat 5 is actually a substitute chord for the 1 chord. You may not know that, but it is. I'll show you in Over the Rainbow. You know, if you go... all right, and then you go... and you can start off again. You think it's going to be B flat, but look. See, I used E flat minor 7th instead of B flat. It's a substitute. So that's how I remember it. Or you could just remember if you're in the key of B flat, it starts right in the middle there on the tritone on E minor 7 flat 5. So, okay, now we can use some functional harmony here. I'm not even thinking about what key I'm in. I'm just going to do a 2-5-1. No, sorry. Oh, it's not a 2-5-1. It is a 2-5 and it wanders someplace. Let's see where it wanders to. It goes up a minor 3rd. All right. And then there's another 2-5. All right, that's pretty easy to remember. This 2-5. And then just go up a minor 3rd. All right. Get C minor, and then, you know, cycle of fifths to F. All right, now here's a common progression. You know, you do this in a lot of jazz exercises. Turn that one into a minor, and then do a 2-5-1. All right, now we're in E flat here. That was a 2-5-1 in E flat. And I could have analyzed it that way, a new key of E flat and everything. But I don't really have to think about all that. And then from there, I go to its 4 chord. You know, kind of a bluesy change there from a 1 chord to a dominant 4 chord. And then back to the root. Now, what is it? Oh yeah. It's right back to that starting chord again. And this time, it does complete the 2-5-1. See? E, A, D. All right, now it wanders again. Down a major 3rd. All right? And does a 2-5, and you know, 2-5s don't always lead to a 1. A very typical 2-5 is go up a whole step to a root, and that's what this song does. Okay, and you know, I think that's far enough. If you can remember those little places where the song wanders, you can do it in any key. So I won't go through the whole song, but I'll just go through that first part again. You start on the flat 5 chord. Do a 2-5, and then wander up to C minor. That's up a minor 3rd. So remember, up a minor 3rd. And then, you know, you can kind of do this by ear, you know. 2-5-1s are easy. And then remember, right here, back to the home key. And same as the beginning chord. But do the 2-5-1 this time, and then wander down a major 3rd, and then up a 2nd. Now, okay, that's about the first half of the song. Let's do that in a really terrible key. Let's do that in E. Okay, key of E. Our starting chord will be there, and all I know is the melody note starts on E. So, all right, that's how the song's going to start. Now, you might think, well, I need to transpose the melody, too, into a new key, so it would be helpful to know what degree of the scale I'm on all the time. Yeah, you can, I guess you can do it that way, but the way I do it is I just hear the melody in my head, And it helps me become a better improviser to pick out that melody in a weird key, because I know what it's supposed to sound like, and if I can get the right note on the first guess, I feel like, I'm doing pretty good. So here we go in the key of E. We're starting on the first chord, a tritone away. The melody starts on the home note, so all right. There's one reason why they don't do this song is, would you play it up here or down there? It's either too high or too low. Let's go with too high. All right, and following the cycle of fifths. Now I have to remember to go up a minor third, and then do a 2-5, change it to a minor, do a 2-5-1. All right, now I'm in A. I know what the subdominant is. That's D, D7, and then back to my home key. And I know it's up a major second, but if you forget that little shift there, you can just remember what the home key is. And this is one place where it does help to know what the melody note is, because it's so weird. It's on the fourth degree of the scale. All right, then we go to the starting chord again, and it's a 2-5-1. And here I have to remember now not to go up that minor third, but to go down a major third, and then up that minor second. And, I know that this song right now is in the key of the dominant, all right? We were in E, now we're in the key of B, all right? So that's kind of like a checkpoint there to make sure I'm in the right key. Yeah, and then just following the cycle of fifths here. Still following it, remembering to go down a major third, and then back to the home key. And then now here, functional harmony works. You go to the starting chord and just follow the cycle of fifths. Sorry. Sometimes it's hard to talk and do these things at the same time. So let me do it again here. It was in E, right? So. All right, and I feel pretty comfortable soloing in that key as long as I think that way. But if I start trying to think of 18 different key centers, I'm just going to be lost as hell. I mean, I'm just going to be wandering in the woods, wandering in the desert. That's it for now. As always, thank you for tuning in, and thanks for subscribing. And I really appreciate your comments, your suggestions, and even your criticisms.